Meditation group today, everybody. Good to be here with you. I'm excited for our time together and our practice. I'm a little bit different setup here, so I might be moving around the camera a little bit. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys what the practice is going to look like today, just so I don't know. I like to know what I'm in for when I meditate, and I think that you probably are similar to me. So here we go. I hope you can see my slide. I'm gonna make it big now. Okay. So today's meditation, what came through when I kind of asked to receive the perfect practice for our group today, what I received was to focus on the ocean or river or lake, any body of water. For me, it's the ocean, but I want you to choose whatever water feels the most safe, the most comfortable, the most giving for you today. And you're going to choose the way you relate to the water. You might be on a boat, you might be swimming, you might be just looking at it, you might have your hands in it. You will decide the way you best receive the blessing and the energy of that beautiful element of water. So we're going to start by grounding our energy. We'll surround ourselves with light. We'll do an inner heart greeting, and that might be a little different today. I'm going to offer us a meditation where we really open the portal of our heart as a way to connect with our protectors and our ancestors and our spirit guides and our own spirit, our own soul, whatever you wish to call that, your own true self. And we do a few more of these connection practices with the heart, with the future and past self. And in this way, we're bringing all parts of us into the energetic healing and the shifting, which the way I view it or feel it is like a energetic expansion. And some people will feel like downloads or uploads or, there's all these different words for it, but shifts as you in your own way connect with your energetic space inside and your resources at the more non-ordinary reality level of energetic connection. So for each of us, that will be different, and yet absolutely what we each need today. It's never the same. It's never like one way. It's always very much a personal type of energetic expansion. And then we will also use compassionate words with ourselves. We'll open the energetic portal of our crown chakra in a very safe way. And by safe, it's more like a gentle flow of love and sunshine flowing in. And from there, we'll go on the journey with the water. And then we'll end with a breathing practice of receiving and giving. And you can choose whatever word resonates with you the most for that receiving and giving. It can be simply energy, it could be love, it could be appreciation, it could be gratitude, whatever works for you. All right, so let's get started. And I'm going to just stop sharing the slide, but it's always available to anyone who wants that slide to be able to revisit those steps. Okay, I'm glad to see that Zara today is not on the train. Very cool. Okay. Um, all right. So just setting up here a moment before I start. Okay. So let's all begin by just adjusting ourselves wherever you're sitting or lying down or standing. Make yourself a little bit more comfortable. That might be through twisting a little bit or shaking something out. And just begin by taking some nice deep breaths. As you breathe, you're releasing your day, your evening, anything that you wish to release, you can just let go of with your exhale. And as you inhale, find your own center in your body. And sometimes we don't even know what we're letting go of. We just say letting go as we exhale. And as we inhale, we might say finding center. It could be that if one needs to let go a little extra, you want to breathe out through your mouth and let that exhale be very long. And just repeating those gentle words, exhale, letting go, inhale, finding center. When you're ready, as you continue your own way of breathing and being in the meditation, let yourself feel a sense of grounded presence as you breathe in, feeling your seat. As you breathe out, imagining your energetic roots going down into the earth. And as your energy grounds and settles, it's an opening. The roots expand out like the top of a tree. So just feeling that gentle opening in the lower body as you expand, release, relax, and grow a little energetically. Now notice the middle and the top of your body. Let those areas expand as well as you breathe. And with your next inhale, imagine you're breathing in light. Imagine this light as a beautiful bubble that surrounds your whole body, above you, behind you, in front of you, below you, all around your sides. And as you breathe, just imagine this breathing in of light, of air, and let your bubble have a type of quality. Each of us can choose what our bubble represents. It might be our values. It might be a safe bubble, a grounded, loving bubble. You give it language, you give it images and felt experience. And just knowing that your bubble has like its own filter system. You breathe in all the good and you let go and you release all the good. And the bubble filters anything negative and doesn't allow it to enter you. And the bubble allows you to release anything you wish to get rid of out into the universe to be recycled, to the earth to be recycled. So you're free to release, let go, and you're free to receive all the good. See if you can imagine your guides, your ancestors, qualities of spiritual giving to be around you. Do they sit next to you, behind you? Are they in some way giving to you right now? Just the thought of these, what comes to me as beings of light that are here to help you receive energy, open the portals inside your human self to all levels of energetic upgrades, downloads, receiving, and giving, like a tune-up. And these beings of light, whatever we call them, in non-ordinary reality are here as helpers to you today. So just sitting and being for a moment in your own bubble of light, feeling your own grounded presence. Let your breath be natural. Let go of any doing and just be with this moment. Thoughts are allowed. The body is allowed to move, to sense. The feelings flow. And in your own way, let a drop of light, a drop of insight, a drop of color come in through your crown chakra. A drop of light, see where it goes. And bring in another drop of light, perhaps through your forehead or your throat. And just allow these drops, these light morsels to come in. And these are blessings we receive through the form of light. Imagining the heart portal receiving light, the back body receiving light, the light going through the arms, almost making them into their own energetic source, letting the arms be very loose and relaxed. Breathing and being this light, allowing the light to fill your belly, your hips, lower back, your seat, legs, letting the light all the way down through the shins and the calves into the feet. And seeing if a drop of light wishes to rise up from the ground into the legs, into the belly. And in your own way, just being this light, allow movement, allow breath. And listen through feeling, listen through image, listen through spatial sensing. Of course, listen through messages. And just noticing what is here now. And whatever that is, see what you can say that's very loving and compassionate to yourself. Hi, thank you, I am. If something you notice needs your attention, see what it's like to breathe there and give it your warmth, your caring. Connecting with your body and also connecting with all parts of yourself. Anything that's grouchy, tense, anything that's excited, joyful, connecting with whatever shows up, saying hello, breathing with that, whether it's the body or the mood or a part of you. It could be the planner, it could be a young part of yourself, an old part of yourself, a part that needs a little more attention. So here you bring in those words of compassion, acknowledgement, permission. And with it, you surround light, love, acceptance, and anything that needs to soften, release, move, be set free can do so. And anything that needs a little more blessing, receiving, opening, you can allow that through the heart, through any part of you. You might just say the word allow or receive or release. And from this place, just begin to bring to mind a body of water that you really enjoy, sensing the quality of the water, the movement of the water, the way the water interacts with the landscape around it. Taking your time to imagine this water. This might be a felt experience in the body. This might be a seeing or a knowing, or like you're telling yourself a story through words about this place of water that brings you peace or joy or relaxation or curiosity. And while you do this, you breathe and relax. Your spirit is here with you. Your soul smiles as you connect with the water. And invite yourself to go a little deeper, whether that's on a boat in the water, or taking a swim, or being a bird flying over the water. Choose your way of relating with the water and just invite yourself, invite your body to feel this journey as you breathe. Thoughts are allowed, feelings are allowed. If you have a question for the water, ask the question. If you have a memory of great joy or peace or harmony that you wish to receive now, allow that. Let's give permission to our bodies to feel this journey, and let's allow our bodies to receive blessings. Blessings come in all forms, whether they're light or feeling or words. Bringing into yourself the qualities of healing that the water gives. New energy, cleansing, flow. And allow your hands, if you wish, to move through the space around you. Allow your legs to feel the journey with water, allowing your hips, your back, your belly, your chest, allowing your shoulders and throat and heart, your face and neck, back of your head and crown, all to receive the blessings. Perhaps the sun is shining or the wind is gently guiding you. You can be with the space around you. And letting your energy get a little more expanded, more generous, more truly yours, your own unique spirit, your soul truth. And allow that glow, that smile to radiate from the top of your head down through every cell of your body. Just being that glowing radiance of your own inner truth. However that presents, there's no right or wrong way. We just invite this luminous presence. And being your breath, feeling your inhale, feeling your exhale, letting anything come and go in its own natural way, just how the water moves, that gentle flow in and out. And in that gentle pattern of movement, let yourself breathe in loving acceptance. Perhaps that's through a color or a thought. And let yourself breathe out a giving of loving acceptance out into the world. Breathing in loving acceptance and breathing out loving acceptance in your own way. And this might be another word that comes to you, like breathing in peace, breathing out peace, or breathing in gratitude and breathing out gratitude, or appreciation, or joy. Whatever comes to you as the right quality that you wish to enjoy as a pattern of breath, just how water flows, the in breath, the out breath. As we receive, then we also give. And after the giving, there is always that receiving, that letting in, that filling up, that expansion. And with the expression, with the releasing, the sharing, the letting go with the exhale, there's also expansion, joy in that giving. And sometimes we need self-permission. I give myself permission to breathe in support. Taking your time, knowing that as you do this practice, others are giving to you, knowing that your support team in non-ordinary reality is always here, keeping you full of resources, guiding you, allowing you to be yourself in this moment. I breathe in and I receive. I breathe out and I give. Let your energy bubble feel very present for you. And again, finding that center place within you, whether that's your stomach area or your heart zone. Perhaps you want one hand on your lower belly and one hand on your heart. As you connect with your own center, letting your energy find its rightful place within, knowing that you are both connected, centered, present, and expanded, giving, receiving, being. And just enjoy for a moment this centered presence within. No doing, just being. Thanking the water, thanking your guides, thanking your own soul's messages. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and coming back to your space, you might want to gently look around you. Notice the shapes in your room, the colors. Taking a moment to move the body, perhaps bringing the hands together and rubbing them together. Perhaps holding the hands. How are you doing? How is everyone feeling? I'm going to open up my chat. That was actually a little faster than normal. I thought it had been a really long time. I don't really track that time, but that was maybe about a 20-minute meditation. Yeah. Does anyone have a share or a question? It's okay to not have one. Sometimes this kind of practice, one thing I've heard from others as I teach this is um, there can be a resistance or a discomfort in the giving with the breath in that practice sometimes, and that's okay. We can just notice that and actually make it more about us if that happens. If the releasing out feels like a letting go of too much, you can keep with yourself. Sometimes people don't want to be with themselves and they're more comfortable in that releasing. And it really it's just about where we're at in the moment. There are times when, I know there's times when I feel really depleted and I just want to receive and fill up. There doesn't feel like there's an ounce to kind of give out. But then usually I find that once there's been a lot of breathing, there's a natural, just like the water naturally moves in and out, there's a natural flow. It can take a while though. That was a little bit of a short practice. So just to be aware of that. And I'm so glad, Sarah, you raised your hand. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good, good. And you? Thank
Good.
you. Thank you so much for this. Uh, I actually came from my massage today.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, so I'm all gooey already when I came and jumped in. So even though it was so a short meditation, I actually got very strong visualizations. So it was really cool. Like you told me the water, and I imagined direct, like it came up a waterfall, and down in the waterfall, it was in the jungle, and then it was all this war like I even imagined the temperature of the water. It was going to be like 25, 27 degrees. It was really nice and it was in the water. And then when you begin to say, but yeah, just like now you can go and like travel, I was already in the water. So I was feeling all the sensations of being in the water. But then I took a dive and I dived down in the deep, but I could see everything.
Oh, I
So,
love
and it
that.
was like, and I could feel all the sensations in the body of the water. And
Yeah.
then suddenly I was under the waterfall. I think it's like some things that you said. So suddenly I was under the waterfall and actually feeling all the water
Mm.
like in a shower, but even better.
That's wonderful. I love that. And
Yeah.
I never even imagined a waterfall. Like that's great. I don't think I said waterfall once.
No, you told
Love it that
water.
you
Yeah.
chose the waterfall. I love that. That's so
And then I had,
powerful, the waterfall. It's like,
yeah.
it's not only giving, but it's like power.
Yeah, and that's why like it was just on the side, and I actually because it was like calming, so I was like, why did you came? I wasn't in there, so I was in the water, and then it came like it was the showering, and then I had to give the question to the water, and yeah, it was a lot of thinking, and that was coming around, but then it came like the question, and I asked you, why am I so angry all the time? Where's this anger coming from that is not meant? And I was going to wait for the water to like answer, and it came almost like yelling at me, but you have all the right to be angry, like everything you have been going through all your life. So don't come with that stupid question to me. And I was like, okay,
Great.
okay.
Oh,
That was an answer, but
okay.
it was like, yeah, it wasn't angry. It was like more like,
Right.
really know what's the deal. So it was,
I'm just always so happy when I ask a question and I get any answer. To tell you the truth, I'm like, please share something. So,
yeah. But the thing is, in the, like I have like many times asked, and then I don't
yeah.
get answers like that in the meditation. But
Hmm.
when it's directed the question to someone or entity or my higher self, usually it can come like straight directly.
That's
And
wonderful. That is so
I begin,
important. Yeah.
yeah, and I believe that that's my intuition that come like or something else. Like I believe the one that comes straight away. Because if
Hmm.
your answer comes a little bit,
Hmm.
I think that maybe my mind is like producing the answer.
Hmm.
But so that's why I wanted to share because it was so cool. And I got thinking about it after I came out. I was like, but it is right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like
That's
all
great.
the anger that I haven't shown for all these years when
Yeah.
things actually happen
Yeah.
is like coming out now. So I was like, oh, thank you.
And one thing when releasing anger, one of the things that I like to do is to imagine a symbol or something that in nature that is a strong, positive
Mm,
energy that's powerful. So, maybe the waterfall is also like for me, the waterfall might be that.
mm,
Sometimes like I think of a wave crashing
mm.
or for I saw your cat. This is not about your cat, but sometimes I imagine like a cat getting really mad. And that
Mhm.
helps me at an energy level to release the anger because there's nothing wrong with anger. We just tend not to like it to be in us a lot, We like to express it in some way.
Yeah, that was my actually my question: how to uh, release that anger when you don't really exactly know what it is,
Yeah,
uh, but you
yeah,
just like, yeah, I understand that it's things of the past, but not like
yeah.
specifically that situation or that. So then
Right.
I don't like, how do you release that?
Well, from a coaching perspective, we can ask
Mm,
questions to get to know, like using your meditation skills,
mm,
calmly kind of investigating with curiosity. What are the qualities of my anger today? What
mm,
is it? Let it have qualities, let it have voice, let it share with you, and just be curious. I think with all emotions, when they're sort of discarded or shamed or kept away, they gain power.
mm,
But when they're when they're appreciated and allowed to share and to express, they become
Mm,
our friends. It,
mm,
it's a wholeness making. But then, of course, sometimes with certain emotions, we want to also release them. So whether it's through the body moving, you know,
mm.
screaming in the shower or the car or somewhere safe or, whatever works. I've been playing with a 3-year-old a lot lately because my niece is visiting and she's 3. And I can't tell you how fun it is for me to have a tantrum. I've been playing with her that I'm the baby having the tantrum and she needs to comfort me. And I have to say, wish I had been playing that game before she came to visit. Let
Mm,
yourself in a safe way have a tantrum, release that.
mm, mm. That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Three, like toddlers are such great expressors. It can drive the
yeah.
parents quite crazy, of course, to witness that. But I
Mm.
always think it's just amazing how much emotion is flowing through them that we've learn to put in its place and to but yeah, so I think
Yeah.
we should all get on the floor once in a while and have a
Uh,
tantrum for fun.
oh,
And
yeah. Oh, thank you so
thank
much.
you. Absolutely. Good to see you. Good to see the
Alltså, kan
kitty.
jag ge a little
The
kitten?
babies. The baby kitties. So
Yes.
big
Say
now.
hi.
Wow. What a blessing. All those kitties. Oh my gosh. I love
Yeah.
them. Okay. Be
We
well.
are all we're all together to the doing the meditation together. So it
That's
was really
wonderful. That's wonderful. Meditating kitties. Yes. Okay, and some more hands are up. Wonderful. Dallas, hello. How are you?
I'll put my camera on. Hi, hi Magdalene.
Good. Hi.
I'm doing okay. I actually thank you for the meditation, the email prompt. I see them coming in
Hmm.
and I've been ignoring them. I haven't been meditating a lot and in a way that I'm used to. I'm used to just getting down, putting the time to, for myself. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And when you said comfortable, get comfortable, I lied down and I fell asleep.
Oh, so I think that's what you needed.
Okay. But so how do I get myself back into a
Yeah.
routine that, I don't want to go crazy. Like I just
Right, right.
even 5 minutes or 10
Yeah.
minutes, you know.
I like to tie it to something else I do. So whether it's like, you know, this is a funny thing. I used to meditate in the car always when I had to wait for someone in the car. That's when I would meditate for 5 minutes. But for some people, it's like before going to sleep or right when you wake up. Choose a time in the day.
Day.
Whoops. Um, Sorry, someone I
It's
think,
okay.
yeah, there we go. Um, so is there any time that seems to you like a good consistent time for 5 minutes?
Yeah, I love doing it in the morning and I tend to fall asleep. So I usually if I when I do first wake up, I have to go sit in the living room
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh.
so I'm not lying down. Otherwise I'll just fall asleep. So
So another good trick when sleepiness occurs is see if you can have your hands like up
okay.
when you're meditating, because as soon as you get very drowsy, they'll fall, and that'll remind you to stay a little more like,
Ah,
present. So the hands are great for that. I know
hmm.
it can seem funny, but like just imagine you're holding a beautiful tree trunk or something and meditate
Yeah,
like that. And that your body will naturally keep you more awake.
okay.
And unless you
Well,
want to fall asleep meditating, which is a lovely way to fall asleep, don't lie down.
yeah, no, I that's why I
Yeah.
usually go to the living room, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, really, and I guess your voice was really soothing. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And then I,
Well,
I woke
what's
up
funny?
to right at the end of it.
I'm told that quite often that I help people fall asleep. So you're not the only one. I have a sleepy quality. What's funny is I struggle with my own sleep, so I could use, I could use more actual sleep, but I'm glad that I help some people sleep. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess the other thing with the meditation is I want to meditate for the sake of meditation. I tend to get into my business kind of mindset, and I'm trying to manifest things, and I'm like, okay, this is I think okay, like there now I think I know why I stopped is because I stopped doing it for me and I started doing it. It became about me manifesting and doing something for my business. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's it. Sometimes I
Yeah.
just need to hear myself saying what I'm saying and I'm
Yeah.
like, ah, crap. There it
Yeah.
is.
And there's nothing wrong with that kind of practice, but it's really good that you can like kind of put them in their own box. The meditation that's just for me versus any kind of manifestation sort of practice.
Yeah, because I was doing a practice and they it was actually through a business coach and they suggested that we meditate for an hour every day. So I was I worked my way up to it. I
Yeah,
built
that's
the
a lot.
muscle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I built my muscle for it.
Yeah.
And then it was just all about me, but I was like manifesto. So and it was like I couldn't like how come this is happening, right? And I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, so
I
yeah,
think
I
that's
think
beautiful that you want to do it just for yourself. And of course, it's going to help your business too, because you'll have more focus.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and thanks for the prompts. I see them and I don't always join, but
Oh,
yes,
I'm
I thank
glad.
you.
I'm glad. And they're all on YouTube too. So if anyone, can't come live, I always share it on YouTube.
Amazing. Thank
Okay.
you so
All right.
much,
Take
Magali.
care, Dallas. Thank you. And Marcus, hello. How are you?
Hello, Maggie.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. I'm glad you could be here.
First of all, thank you for the tips that you've been sharing. The one for Dallas with the trunk, it's also something that I take with me. I'm going to take with me.
Yeah.
And also, what really made me giggle was the story with your niece, and you see the throwing a tantrum. That really made me giggle.
Yeah. It's true. I also enjoy being a sleepy baby. It's a lot of fun. So, I know you work with kids, right, Marcus?
And not I've actually changed my target group, so not anymore. I mean, I have a couple of students left
Uh-huh.
so I guide them, but as soon as they are finished, then basically I've put it on pause. So I'm focusing on I'm building something new. It's not forgotten, but I would like to have a different approach, and so I've changed it.
Great. Yeah.
Um, I have noticed during the meditation that I was quite, yeah, I realized I was not very present. So even though I sat down, I was sitting down and having my eyes closed, I was like, whoa, I
So
hear
sorry, can I say
sound.
that situation with Brian Kelly
Oh.
and the lawsuit and everything like that? This me speaking, not
Oh, who's ever listening about Brian Kelly? Maybe you can mute yourself. There we go. Hold on, I'm still not finding them.
It's before this
mm,
finding out that some agents were very, 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 very good.
I don't know. I have no. Oh,
Sorry,
let me see. There we go. Maybe it was that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Marcus returned. So it was hard to find that presence.
Yeah, so in the beginning, kind of I wanted to follow you, but I realized, oh, you felt like I was almost like dissociated.
Hmm.
But I I allowed it. So the
Uh-huh.
feelings that came up, so I allowed not to be present, and I also allowed the feelings that were unpleasant. I think this is what you said to the first person. I forgot her name.
Hmm.
But the one thing why I raised my hand because you said I could ask a question,
Yeah.
and before I do that, I
Yeah.
would also like to thank you for all the prompts and emails because you have been doing this for quite a while,
Yeah.
and you are regularly giving those free sessions. So I would like to acknowledge that.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
I think it's
welcome.
been 7 years now.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So you're doing this for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you what can I do to trust my intuition more? Because there is something that I don't quite understand. I have worked with a person, and um, after the procedures, she told me, I have been doing this procedure with a couple of hundred people, and you are the first one who could see the future in advance. This is kind of a paraphrase,
Yeah.
but and then and because I saw that in advance, she told me you are highly intuitive.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
and this is kind of a contradiction because sometimes I am so fast in recognizing things, and then I allow my ego to trick me because there were years when I was quite when I wanted to access my intuition and I could swear it was the answer from within, and
Yeah.
it turned out it was BS. And so I'm
Okay.
wondering, and not maybe not only for me, but what is yeah, what can I do basically to I would like to trust my intuition more. Does it make sense, my question?
Yes, but it sounds like what you're sharing is also at a certain point you did trust your intuition and then you felt it misguided you somehow.
So
Was I
the
understanding you?
misguidance was before I worked with the person, and
Okay.
also after that, I also sometimes it was true what I recognized, and sometimes it was false. So I was like, I don't want to be a probability. I would like to really to have some truth and inner knowledge that I can trust and rely on that what I'm
Yeah.
recognizing.
Is there a part of your life that it's easier to feel the intuition coming through and a part that it's harder? Like for some people, it's easier to trust intuition about other people than about themselves. For some people, like it's easier when it comes to their artwork than when it comes to their health. Like I don't know if that makes any sense to you. If you start with like one part of you, like I trust my intuition about what I need to eat.
That's a different question. Yeah, I also wanted to be more a better intuition for that because I also need guidance in that direction. So yeah, I cannot think, but so
So I guess what I'm
basically,
saying is make it simpler, make it more focused, and see how that is to it versus trying to get big intuitive messages about the future. I don't know which way you relate to the intuition. Are you trying to kind of see your own future?
no, hmm. Well, I mean, I've had some precognitive insights, but the
Hmm.
interesting thing is when it's really serious, then it's very clear. So I think 1 or 2 years ago, 1 or 2 years ago, I was in quite a critical situation, and while I was walking outside, I had such a strong insight. It was almost like God was talking to me with my eyes open. It was really, and it was so intense that a couple of seconds later I started crying because it was so true, and I felt so certain that it's true. And I just laid my hand on my heart, closed my eyes, and say thank you.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and God is just a word. It's just one force.
right.
I don't like the word God, but it's just yeah.
I understand.
You
Yeah.
understand, good. So, and I'm wondering how can I make this more available in a sense so that
Yeah.
I can trust in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, one thing is to talk to that force, talk to the universe. So you open up communication by you speaking
Hmm.
to that. Notice if that starts to create more of a channel. The other The other thing that's often given is to write down your dreams in the morning.
Hmm.
That or during the night if you wake up, that connects you to that realm
Okay.
of the unconscious. You know, everyone's different what they do. Like for me, it's painting and drawing connects me to my intuition.
Yeah, you're touching upon
Yeah,
something because when I engage in something artful, and if it's AI art, then I also feel some kind of flow, and sometimes I realize I get connected more to myself, but sometimes this is after hours.
right, right.
Sometimes.
For some people, it's just writing stream of consciousness,
Yeah,
whatever
I do that
comes
too.
in.
I have just done it today because I wanted to brain dump something. I think it was today. So,
Yeah.
okay. So writing down dreams and also the brain dumping is what you're
Yeah,
referring to, correct?
or I mean, you can call it brain dumping, you can call it just flowing with whatever is coming through in the moment, whether it's a dream or it's a thought, and you just decide for 5 minutes I'll write what comes through every day. It's a different kind of practice, but it connects us more to that. I do a lot of talking to my guides.
Mm-hmm.
And it, can make us think we're going crazy, but I remind myself I'm not crazy at all, but I do talk to my guides and I feel that and I let them know it's okay to talk to me too.
And you hear them?
Sometimes, but that's the way I increase my, yeah, no, I do, but I also, I'm a very grounded, normal person who, like many of you, probably worries about sounding crazy. So I don't share a lot what I hear.
Yeah.
But I do receive messages.
What if you just clairaudient? Some
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
clairvoyant,
no,
some
I do.
people are
And I
clairaudient.
receive messages about other people too, and I find ways to tell them when I receive those messages. So, this is something what you're speaking about is very close to my heart because there's times when I don't actually want that connection. And
Yeah,
there's times where I want it much more.
so there is
And that's
also,
also interesting to listen to. What am I needing now, and how can I open up to that connection?
hmm,
And really valuing what it gives to you. So, like for me, the practice of meditation, also just the simplest focusing on the breath meditation, opens up the intuitive centers. Um, Having that time every day, even just, I mean, 20 minutes for me is a great length meditation. I aim at 20 minutes, but if it goes longer, I allow it to go longer.
mhm.
But that definitely, especially with the intention, let my practice, even just a simple focusing on the breath practice, let it connect me with my own, like the way I look at it is more like my own soul. And that if I connect with my own truth, that allows me deeper connection with my guides, with God, with the universe. But I start with my own truth.
Can you repeat that, please?
I don't
The
think
last
I
sentence?
can. I start with my own truth, like just how like the intention in this practice, let me connect with, I mean, really what I say to myself is let me connect with compassion, let me connect with the universe and my own soul, my own spirit. Because
So
I
that,
guess I have a belief that there, and this is just a belief, that there is the Magali, the persona with the ego and everything, and then like we each have our own soul truth. And so I look for connecting with that own soul truth. So even when I make mistakes or I have disappointment or I have needs, I view that as there's the Magali experience and there's the soul's experience. We're just taking up the same space right now. But making that distinction allows me to create more communication, I think.
so that you are aware of the ego megali and the soul megali, correct?
Yes, yes. So sometimes the ego Magli can be very disappointed. And I'll ask the soul Magli, what's the deeper lesson here?
Oh, that's a good, I like the question.
You know? And that's what I'm always looking for. What's the deeper lesson?
Yeah.
But again, that's my beliefs. I try not to share my beliefs too much because I don't want that to be, It's not that I think other people should have that belief. It's just that that's what works for me.
I like the question though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's a good
actually, I
question.
was asking what's the next step for my business?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the while I was meditating, I was asking that. And since I have not gotten the answers that I was asking, I said it was like I think you said when we were in the water body. So in my case, it was the ocean, and I was
Uh-huh.
deep down. And first of all, I had struggles finding the question, and then I posted, and then I was waiting, and nothing was coming. I thought maybe this is just too much head there,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Where's my intuition when I need it?"
Yeah. And also you might ask, where is my intuition? Is it in my body? Is it in images? Is it in, like how does my intuition talk to me? Because it's different for each of us.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we can also start asking our intuition to speak through a yes and a no. How does a yes feel? How does a no feel? And that sort of fine tunes our ability to hear the intuition. In it might be in a body sense of hearing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for bringing all this
Thank you,
good
thank you.
material
I
for
hope
all of us. Yeah.
yeah, I hope I could contribute a little bit
Yeah,
to.
absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
Marcus. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm trying to find the
Okay.
button to remove you. There we go. And oh, I had seen another hand. Sapita, did you want to ask a question? Yes? Okay. And Joan too. So I'll get to both of you guys. Hi, Sapita.
Hi,
How are you?
hi, Maggie. I'm great. Well, I saw this conversation is so beautiful. I said, let me allow it to take as much as
Well, I have plenty
because
of time today. So yeah.
awesome, awesome. So first of all, thank you so much for this meditation. One thing was so interesting for me. This morning, I woke up and I was thinking about, my grandparents from my father's side that usually I don't think about them. I lost them long time ago.
Yeah.
And today I was thinking about them. And even I I look at the videos that I have from my childhood that my cousin sent it to me because I'm in Canada, but I'm from originally from Iran. And
Yeah.
then I created a video like that and I was connecting with my ancestors. And and now I'm coming here. You're saying the roots ancestors. I said, oh, whoa, whoa, what's happening? What
That's
is
great.
happening? And it was such an amazing thing. It is, I said, wow, there is something there. I have to, hear it. And I was so amazed by that. So thank you so much for that. I really felt something there. And you know what? I realized some of the words that you use, it's so powerful. Of course, as you said, you're doing this for a long time. Like even like the words you say, release, allow. When I started saying it, I realized, wow, how much pressure gets off me when I'm saying it. And I said that, you know what, I have to learn to use those words more often in order to be able to bring the peace more to me. But at the same time, when you brought the bubble, and I said, "Wow, these bubbles." Or previous time you were talking about the angels, and I said, "Wow, how much I need these words to connect to myself and bring peace." Because I realize I'm very hard on myself, and I felt that knowing these words is gonna kind of allow me to be able to be more connected to myself, to be kinder to myself. And so thank you so much for that, because each time I hearing that, I realize, wow, these are the things I need to hear more often. Uh, and the beautiful wording and the way you bring us to different things, I'm so amazed by that. And my question to you is that how I would be able to learn, because the imagination where you're bringing us and where you're taking us, how I would be able to learn those, um like, I think that the
Well, this
imagination
is
they
why
use.
I provide a slide with the steps. And
Yes.
in the meditation classroom that I offer, like you get what I have found that students do is they'll first use a script and they'll read it very slowly to a person they're guiding in meditation or to themselves. And then they
Okay.
put the script away, or I ask them to put it away, and
Okay.
instead just have, like 7 things, and then allow the intuition to flow and let the words come.
Okay.
But
Wow.
that's
Okay.
a way we can learn, and you can guide yourself in the beginning. Write to me. Any, I'm always happy to share the transcript or the
Okay.
steps, and you can begin to practice since words are powerful for you,
Yes.
using the words internally to guide yourself. Like you might want to write down for yourself the
Mm-hmm.
meditation you want to take yourself through.
Oh, okay. That would be powerful. Yes.
And then
Yes.
read
Okay.
it and then be with it for like 3 minutes and then read the next line, and just give that
Okay.
to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. So I'm going to write it to you, and if you kindly give it to me, I
Uh,
really appreciate it.
yeah, I
Thank you
am
so
happy
much.
to. Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take care.
You too.
And you know what? I am going to share something. I know we're a small group at this point, but some of you will be listening to this later in YouTube or in the classroom. And so I get intuitive messages sometimes and I don't pay that much attention until someone like Marcus brings up connecting with our intuition and receiving that. And so I'm going to kind of put it out there. One thing I received this morning preparing for today was that I really want to interview you guys. I want in our meditation classroom that all of you probably have access to the 30-day meditation room. It's free, anyone can join it. There's about 1,500 people there. So I want to have videos of you guys sharing about your path, who you who you really are. Like not we're not talking about, well, I do this kind of coaching or whatever. I mean more like this is who I am at the soul level. This is what I really am about. If you want to do that kind of interview with me, short, like less than half an hour, and we share that with the community, I feel like it might give more. I mean, I know not, I can't do 1,500 interviews, but I figure a handful of people will want that. And that will be very powerful for all of the people in this group it's an unusual group. For so many years, I'm here on Mondays or Saturdays sometimes, whatever it is, and whoever comes, comes. And there's a lot of freedom. There's no financial, there's no cost. It's a very flowing energy, I would say. So having this kind of sharing, I think, might be very connecting for people in that classroom online, that then hopefully friendships are formed and more connections are made. That's always my hope, is that in the community people can more deeply connect with themselves and with each other too. Okay, and Joan, was there a share? Did I see a hand? Yeah? Okay, great. No? Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Am
good,
I
good.
unmuted?
Yes, you're great.
Okay, good. The synchronicities, Magala, I can't even, there's so much. And when you said about, well, I didn't even use the word waterfall, I have to share something. But before that, affirming your messages that come in. I got 4 hours sleep last night. I set 2 alarms to make sure I'd be up. And when I sat down at 1 minute after, there all of a sudden popped up the email connection, and I just had to hit the little Zoom thing. And so I appreciate that, and I thank you. And I just want to affirm how beneficial that is.
Um,
Also, the gentleman that shared about sleeping, I expected I'd sleep through this one because it's not, I often fall asleep. And I did not. I was totally with the meditation the whole time. And so I appreciate that somebody else slept through it in my place and I could be here for this.
yeah.
The waterfall, I was in different places. And one of them was that canyon I talked about last week with the forest and so on. That's where I went to begin with, and I was there. But then all of a sudden, it wasn't able to give me what I needed, and I jumped, like my spirit just jumped to an experience in Iceland, underneath the waterfall, went on a hike, and the hike went back behind the waterfall. And I mean, 81 when I was there, 81 years old, and I'm walking on these wet rocks and so on behind a waterfall. But then we stopped underneath it, and the water was just pouring down.
Dennis
and I found myself there. And uh, all of a sudden, this cleansing, this incredible cleansing, just constant cleansing from that waterfall. And so when the first sharer talked about waterfall,
Waterfall,
and there I was, I thought, oh, you got to share that with Magali. But
that
then from the waterfall, I jumped to another spot in Iceland where there was like a gigantic horseshoe of a waterfall going into this deep canyon, and the water was splashing. It was just a phenomenal. And I was up
Oh,
on the
I want
top
to
of the
go there,
cliff.
Joan. Where was this
Yeah,
in Iceland?
it was the Golden Horseshoe tour in Iceland. And I was there, and it was just the most incredible place to be. And at that point, I was sending out prayers of healing for earlier, when the love was pouring through. I was sending the love to all these friends who are really having serious health issues. And then at that point, they were all being showered with this water. And then I had a lot of visitors as well, guides, and that comes, a lot of them that were here last week, and they individually came, and then some that there were just an energy. But all of a sudden, they all were circulating, holding hands, and there was this gigantic circle of all these guides holding hands and
Wow.
just pouring this incredible love. My
Oh,
overall experience was expansion, like this, the channel just kept expanding and
wow.
opening up further and further.
Okay, next week, I think you gave me the topic. Let's do that next week in meditation. Let's all follow your experience there if you don't mind. And we're going to do a meditation with the guides around us, holding their hands, giving us those blessings, because that is
It was
such a
incredible, Magali.
great,
It was incredible. So
great.
thank you again. Thank you,
Thank
thank you, thank you.
you. Oh, be
Yeah.
well. Have a great week, everybody. And I'll load this up right away to YouTube if you want to listen again. If you're on YouTube and you want to subscribe and get the meditations every week, please do. And I look forward to next time we practice. And I hope we can all do 5 minutes a day if we can. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.